Well, good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and people of different flavors all around the world. I'm Donnie Raging Feather, and I seem to be my own technological problem. I am no good with this stuff. Anyway, we had some problems this morning and yesterday, but we're back to doing what we do here. So, you can find us on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook at DDM LLC at .org. And you can find me on Dynamic Dimension Ministries Church on YouTube. We're going to start here today with Victor Bueno. It's a comedy album from a long time ago. So we'll give it a start here. Here we are, Victor Bueno, and this is the Audio Orphanage.
And I'm fat. I've always been fat. I was a fat baby, and a fat boy, and now I'm a fat man. My acquaintances seldom use the word fat in my presence. They feel that it would be as unkind as using the word drunk in the presence of an alcoholic, and so they use other words. Plump. Stout. Chubby, big bone. For a long time, they said it was baby fat and would burn off sometime in adolescence. But along about my 30th birthday, that particular theory bit the dust because it was evident that it had not burned off and was not about to burn off, and that any attempt to burn it off would constitute a public fire hazard. And I was happy to see that particular adolescence theory die anyway. At the age of 30, there's nothing more unsettling than the thought of a delayed attack of puberty. I'm resigned to being fat, and I wish people would stop using euphemisms, because I'm fat. I'm fat. That's all there is to that. You might think it etiquette to say that I am heavy set or just big bone. You want to bet? I'm fat, I'm fat, I'm fat. Portly, chubby, plump, and stout. Everyone's a diplomat. Why not let it all hang out and go ahead and call me fat? So please, don't think you're being kind by pretending to be blind. Just take a look at my physique. There's only one word, fat. And I'm not really unhappy being fat. There are times when it's inconvenient, such as when I'm trying to ladle myself into a theater seat, or trying to get all of me through a turnstile at one pass, or calling the lobby to tell them that the bed has broken. Again, I'm fat. It would be untruthful to deny it. It would also be impossible, because my failing is my flag. Some men can sin and conceal it. They're bandits, but no one gets wise. When I sin, my seams will reveal it. My crime is proclaimed by my size. Some folks are awful and lawful. They're loaded with loot, but who'd know it? I try to sneak in a waffle, and 5 minutes later, I show it. The fella who sells marijuana can walk down the street like a saint, and his sister may seem a Madonna, but the Vice Squad can prove that she ain't. Since pounds are like crimes, they can nail me on well over 300 counts and try me for each pound and jail me. I hope I'm not fined by the ounce. I'm guilty of imperfect diet. My weight shows I'm pizza pie prone. I know it's no good to deny it. Now, who wants to cast the first stone? Or to be a bit more blunt, although my belt may not be svelte, I've never felt disgusted. The kind of pot that I have got will never get me busted. To most people, the idea of being fat is tragic. There are times when it could be tragic if I allowed it to be. such as when one is at the beach and one hears a childish voice sing out, "Mama, look, a man with titties." A thing like that can crimp one's day if one doesn't filter these things through the gauze of mirth. Consider, we pray, that if the Lord had intended man to be thin, he would not have given us pizza. That it is far more blessed to spread than to receive. That man lives not by whole wheat bread alone, but also by the mayonnaise and salami on top of it. And to you, our fellow fatties, our bulbous brethren, we say arise. If you can. This is the time of revolution, and we are revolting. We happy, hippie few must stand shoulder, hip to hip, and relentlessly pursue the Metric Alpha Lunch Bunch and the Eileen Feather Freaks, the Diet Pepsi degeneration and the Rye Crisp creeps, and line them up against a wall and make them eat cake, using Twiggy as a fork. Twiggy, that prime and pinched personification of the devaluation of the pound. And then we will turn on the makers of bar stools and bicycle seats and pay them back for years of discrimination, for decades of turning the other cheek. Not so much for the sake of revenge as for the sake of the posteriori of posterity. And all these above we do highly resolve to accomplish, and every American home will have a Rubens woman over the fireplace. Sebastian Cabot shall be president, and Danish modern shall perish from the earth. Ballet. I've never done ballet. I gave it up when my tailor told me the only way he could think of rigging up a pair of tights would be to cut armholes in a whale skin. On that day when I slimmed down to 300 pounds. Oh, I'll do so many things. But until then, I must dream. Someday when I'm skinny and can tie my shoes with ease, I'll do great things and visit great new places. I'll contemplate that strange new world that lies below my knees. I'll roller skate and ride a horse in races. I could be a jockey right now, but my horse is in need of a truss. And you can't saddle a bus. I'll eat Danish pastry with no sense of guilt. My seams will stay sewn and my collars won't wilt. I'll hop aboard airplanes and not have to mention my need for an 18-inch seatbelt extension. Or I may work it out so my body gets thin while my head becomes terribly fat. I could certainly be a vice president then, and I hope he can't sue me for that. I'll swim in the ocean. I can't now, you see, because I'm always attacked by a boatload of kooks yelling, "Ahab was right, he's as white as can be," as they hurl their harpoons at my flukes. I'll pass groups of kids and delight in their playing and not have to pretend I can't hear what they're saying. I'll jump in a bathtub that's filled to the top and not have to fear that the water will slop. I'm too big for most bathtubs, you see. There's just enough room, if I'm lucky, for a half pint of water and me, but no room for soap or my ducky. I'll get me some sneakers. I'll go in for sports. Skydiver, shortstop, and all-round first stringer. I'll terrorize the Coliseum's canvas mats and courts. I'll be a famous quarterback like, what's his name, the Swinger. I'll have a series on Channel 1. Metrical brings you the flying bun. I'll win golden medals and trophies of bronze for skiing and driving a car at Le Mans. Once I went skiing on Thanksgiving Day down a slope in Vermont. It was snowing. I made it to Montana by the 17th of May. And if I hadn't hit that moose, I'd still be going. And racing cars is out of bounds for people who are stout. I'm too big to make the Maserati scene. And to fit me in a Fiat is impossible to do without a shoehorn and a case of Vaseline. Yeah, someday I'll be skinny and I'll have a lot of fun. I'll live on cyclamates and cottage cheese. But now I see the waiter has my baked Alaska done. Set it here and fetch another, if you please. Recently, I went to the Scripps Clinic in La Jolla, where for 1 full week I was completely and relentlessly examined and released, having been told that I am healthy as an ox. While I was there, they put me on a 600-calorie-a-day diet, and that is very hard. Running all of this on 600 calories a day is like running the Queen Elizabeth on 2 pints of polyunsaturated salad oil per day. But I did it, and I lost weight. When I was nervous and agitated, I went for walks on the beach in front of the clinic. La Jolla is quite near the San Andreas Fault. Perhaps the thought of me going into the DTs blew their minds. Once I turned a somersault quite near the San Andreas Fault. Later, as I nursed my knee, a telegram arrived for me. The message part said, "Cool it, Victor." The signature read, "Dr. Richter." At any rate, I enjoyed the walks on the beach in front of the clinic, and I wasn't tempted to stop at any of the hot dog stands or the ice cream stands because I've got character. And the clinic's got a sniper on the roof. This time it was easier. But how many times in the past have I gone into my doctor's office like a naughty child entering church? Bless me, doctor, I have sinned. Since seeing you last week, the spirit had the will to win, but the flesh was weak. You warned me that I must deprive my appetites and somehow strive to conquer these compulsive drives to eat which now obsess me. You told me all the foods to ban. You gave me pills to aid the plan. I still outweigh my own sedan. And so I must confess me. On Monday, I awoke at 8. Determined to reduce my weight. Dry toast and tea is all I ate. Then Satan came to test me. The pills had made me feel so great, I felt I ought to celebrate. I made French toast and licked the plate. Bless me, doctor, bless me. On Tuesday, as I lay in bed, I still had 60 pounds to shed, but thoughts of cheesecake filled my head and started to enslave me. The devil can't trick me, I said. I want the cheesecake, but instead I'll eat 2 loaves of diet bread. Save me, doctor, save me. On Wednesday, I went quite insane. At 8, I switched on Jack LaLanne. By 9, I was a knot of pain. Then Satan came to snare me. By 10, I couldn't stand the strain. I dialed a famous chicken chain. Send 3 with malts and 2 more planes. Spare me, Colonel, spare me. But Thursday brought the worst disgrace. On Thursday, I was very base. I looked the devil in the face. I should have known he'd trap me. I got into a kind of race. I won the race with easy grace. The race was in a pizza place. Slap me, someone slap me. And now it's Friday and I'm back. A saturated cul-de-sac. A hopeless munchomaniac. But nothing can suppress me. So put some fresh pills in my sack. I'm ready for the fiend's attack. And while I wait, I'll have a snack. Pass the word, bless me.
I'm Donnie Raging Feather. You're listening to The Audio Orphanage with Victor Bueno.
I have something here that doesn't really concern fat lovers, albeit we're the best. At least the most. I have grown so weak and weary of the silly modern theory that in order to be known as chic, one must not look well fed. According to the magazines, if one cannot wear tapered jeans, one might as well wear saddlebags and tennis shoes and oily rags or simply buy a comfy shroud, because socially you're dead. Now, just because some lazy gland has gotten somewhat out of hand and caused me to expand into the shape in which you find me, I see no cause to hide my face. I've got my share of manly grace. Just got wadded in one place. And some got stuck behind me. To me, it's inconceivable that one could find believable the thought that one must have a shape exactly like his chum. I simply won't apologize for being of a grander size. When everyone's a seedless grape, it's great to be a plum. If the girls refuse to dig me just because I'm not a pygmy, then I try to make them see my view that beauty comes in barrels, too. And precious gemstones grow in clumps, and treasures can be found in dumps, and silver hides in heaps. To heck with all your fashion trends. I'd rather be myself, my friends. I love to be a limousine when all the rest are Jeeps.
That's Victor Bueno. Yeah, you know, it's funny you don't hear decent comedy anymore. I love that guy. Okay, we're going to play you some second chapter of Acts. Now, if you haven't figured out what we're doing here yet, some people want us to play the same old thing over and over, and I get really bored with over and over. It's like watching television, 50 hours of the same program over and over and over and over and over. It's like watching a sci-fi channel that plays Stargate 20 hours a day when there's a billion other sci-fi movies out there. Boring, cancel. Anyway, I'm Donnie Raging Feather, and this is the Audio Orphanage. I'm playing all different kinds of variety of stuff from A to Z. We already played the Altar Boys and we played ZZ Top. Now we're filling in the spaces in between. This is a second chapter of Acts. I've seen them quite a few times in concert. Concerts were always free. Like Carmen. They were free. But anyway, this here song by Annie Herring and her brother and sister. This is off the album Mansion Builder. I like this album.
Love, the skies are shining so bright today that a miracle could happen. Just don't let those dark clouds get into the way, and don't let your faith get down, babe. Let one of these teardrops touch your head and ease it away like a summer rain. Let it flow through your harvest of rain, and let its fire burn up your chest in the heart of these running steps. He'll lead you through the desert, he'll take you through the past, in the heart of these running steps, and let the breeze burn like a river. Flow like a river to God, let us give. Shining so bright today that a miracle could happen. Just don't let those dark clouds get into the way, and don't let your faith get down, babe. Let one of these teardrops touch your head and ease it away like a summer rain. Let it flow through your harvest of rain, and let its fire burn up your chest. In the heart of these running steps, he'll lead you through the desert. You take take it through the clouds with all of his God's head. And let the praises blow like a river. Flow like a river in God. Let us give to the giver. Give to the giver of life. He always wanted to know him. And now he's asking you, won't you come on in? Won't you come on in? Love, the skies are shining so bright today. A miracle, a miracle, a miracle could happen. I've been told that there are those who will learn how to fly. And I've been told that there are those who will never die. And I've been told that there are stars that will never lose their shine. And that there is a morning star who knows my mind. So why should I worry? Why should I fret? 'Cause I've got a mansion built who ain't through with me yet. Why should I worry? Why should I fret? 'Cause I've got a mansion built who ain't through with me yet. And I've been told that there's a crystal lake in the sky. And every tear from my eyes I save when I cry. And I've been told there'll come a time when the sun will cease to shine. And that there is a morning star who knows my mind. So why should I worry? Why should I fret? 'Cause I've got a mansion built who ain't through with me yet. Why should I worry? Why should I fret? 'Cause I've got a mansion built who ain't through with me yet. With me
The Lord reigns, He is clothed with majesty. The Lord has clothed and girded Himself with strength. Indeed, the world is firmly established. It will not be moved. It will not be moved. And Thy throne is established from of old. Thou art from everlasting, and Thy throne
when the rainbows seem to pass right by me, I'm still finding gold in the clouds. Through all the shadows and the patterns of doubt, I'm still finding gold in the clouds. Oh, I said it again. Even when the eastern sky fills up with light, I don't see the sun till you're there. Even when the moon comes out to play at night, I don't see the light till you're there. Oh, I said it again. I wonder if I were in someone else's shoes, would I be like that? Would it still be me? I wonder when I'm old if I will understand everything I say. I sure hope it's that way. 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 Oh, look at the sky and tell me there's a limit to the way I feel. I could fly away in a minute on the wings of the dawn's early light to the morning star. Oh, I worship you, and the ground that you walk on will disappear and fade out of view, and the strings hopes is strung on will melt away in my heart, and I'll stay with hope as my star appears my life away, to you. I worship you, and the ground that you walk on will disappear and fade out of view, and the strings hopes are strung on will melt away in my heart, and I'll stay with hope as my star appears my life away, to you.
I'm Donnie Raging Feather. This is the Audio Orphanage. You're listening to the second chapter of Acts.
Kill the people, even though they've been warned. Still they scoffed and they scorned, but they never saw the Lord. He'll wash away your old life. God gave you the sun so you might know the one who made the rainbow.
All right, it's the second chapter of Acts off their album Mansion Builder, as you can see right there in front of you. Yes, sir, Bob. Okay, we got coming here a guy on the back of his one album, Chris Christian produced. This is David Meese. Like the plural of mouse is Meese. I missed seeing him when I was at Seattle Pacific University, but I got to see a bunch of other bands that showed up. I wanted to see David too. The back of one of his albums, Chris Christian's, this guy has like a 8-octave voice. When I first heard him, I thought it was a chick. I'm like, this is a dude. Anyway, but he's a good singer, piano player, and all that. But Chris Christian said, I just wanted to bend his fingers backwards and throw him through a screen door just to see if I could strain his voice. All right, I'm Donnie Raging Feather, and this is the Audio Orphanage. You can find us on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. And you can find past our sermons at ddmllc.org. You can find me at Dynamic Dimension Ministries Church on YouTube. And here we go with David Meese. I like this guy.
Time is running out, and your life, yes, your life is stealing down. Well, it's all up to you. Everything you say and do, will you face the truth, or be lost in certain doom? Are you ready? Are you ready for the Lord? Here he comes in the night. Are you ready? Are you ready for the Lord? Here he comes in the night for you. You are there with her. Choose to waste your time. There's a day of the Lord is a day that's close at hand. So don't wait anymore. This could be your final chance. Are you ready? Are you ready for the Lord? Here he comes in the night. Are you ready? Are you ready for the Lord? Here he comes in the night for you. Places I needed to go in such a hurry, so full of worry to get it all done, that I didn't notice that he was calling. Didn't know he was pleading softly, trying to get my attention so I'd hear. So give just a little more time, just a little more time to say I love you. Give me just a little more time, just a little more time to say I love you. If you'd only listen a while, maybe you'd understand what I'm trying to say. David, give just a little more time, just a little more time to say that I love you. Well, he knows it's not easy doing the things that we're trying to do. Working all morning through all of the day until late afternoon. But anytime that we get too busy, there's a chance that we just won't hear you. Maybe this very moment he is pleading with you. Give just a little more time, just a little more time to say I love you. Give me just a little more time, just a little more time to say I love you. If you'd only listen a while, maybe you'd understand what I'm trying to say. David, give just a little more time, just a little more time to say that I love you. Just a little more time, just a little more time to say that I love you. Just a little more time, just a little more time to say that I love you. Just a little more time, just a little more time to say that I love you. Just a little more time, just a little more time to say that I love you. Just a little more time, just a little more time to say that I love you. Just a little more time, just a little more time to say that I love you. Just a little more time, just a little more time to say that I love you. Just a
Jesus. If you are hurting, just hurry up with Jesus. If you find you need help, don't hesitate, just hurry up with Him. Show the way. He knows your deepest emotion. Give him a chance and you will be. And it's true. Yes, it's true. He will give you everything you need. So if you are lonely, just tell it to Jesus. If you are lonely, just tell it to Jesus. If you are hungry, just tell it to Jesus. If you find you need help, don't hesitate, just tell it to Him. Just tell it to Jesus. If you are lonely, just tell it to Jesus. If you are hungry, just tell it to Jesus. If you find you need help, don't hesitate, just tell it to Him.
You're listening to the Audio Orphanage with Donnie Raging Feather, and this is David Meese.
Listen to the lies that you're giving. Go find somebody else to deceive. Go away. Oh, Satan, just leave me alone. Go away. Oh, Satan, just leave me alone. Well, you did it to Judas. You did it to Samson. You did it to Adam and Eve. Oh, you did it to Balaam, and you did it to Cain, but you're never gonna do it to me. No, no, go away. Oh, Satan, just leave me alone. Go away. Oh, Satan, just leave me alone. Satan, just leave me alone. Go away. Oh, Satan, just leave me. As little children, we would dream of Christmas morn and all the gifts and toys we knew we'd find. But we never realized a baby born one blessed night gave us the greatest gift of our lives. We were the reason that he gave his life. We were the reason that he suffered and died. To a world that was lost, he gave all he could give to show us the reason to live. As the years went by, we learned more about gifts, giving of ourselves, and what that means. On a dark and cloudy day, a man hung crying in the rain because of love, because of love. And we were the reason that he gave his life. We were the reason that he suffered and died. To a world that was lost, he gave all he could give to show us the reason to live. I finally found the reason for living. It's in giving every part of my heart to him. In all that I do, every word that I say, I'll be giving my all just for him. For him. And we are the reason that he gave his life. We are the reason that he suffered and died. To a world that was lost, he gave all he could give to show us the reason to live. He is my reason to live.
That's David Meese, a fellow with like an 8-octave voice. Most of us are lucky if we get 2 octaves, let alone 8. Well, here we got a guy who started out, I believe, on the Andy Griffith Show. Jim Neighbors. Started out on Andy Griffith, and then he went on to do Gomer Pyle, and he put out a lot of records. I have a lot of them. He put a lot of gospel albums and hymns. He was also the guy who would open the Indy 500 with, I believe, the national anthem. And he died a while back. I remember I was living in Indiana when he sang for the last time there at the Indy 500. Anyway, I'm Donnie Raging Feather, and this is the Audio Orphanage. You can find us on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. And you can find Pastor Sermons at ddmllc.org. And you can find me on Dynamic Dimension Ministries Church at YouTube. Well, here's Mr. Jim Neighbors.
A day in the life of a fool. The sun and the lonely day. I walk the avenue and hope I'll run into the welcome sight of you coming my way. I stop just across from your door, but you're never home anymore. So back to my room, and there in the gloom I cry tears of goodbye. Mañana bonita mañana de un día feliz que chegou. Ouço nesse suspiro em cada cofrio, volto o som mental ao coração. I stop just across from your door, but you're never home anymore. So back to my room, and there in the gloom I cry tears of goodbye. Till you come back to me, that's the way it will be every day in the life of a How many arms have held you and hated to let you go? How many, I wonder, but I really don't want to know. How many lips have kissed you and set your soul aglow? How many, I wonder, but I really don't want to know. So always make me wonder, always make me guess. And even if I ask you, darling, don't confess. Just let it remain your secret. For darling, I love you so. No wonder, I wonder. But I really don't want to know. No wonder, I wonder. But I really don't want to Come close and touch me ever so gently. And when it's over, turn and face the light. Don't make me offer more than I have time to give. Just be part of now. Don't try to be part of my life. Girl, it's my life, and it's me that's gonna live it. All when it's done, I'm the one that's gotta live with it. Girl, there's so much I gotta do before I can give my life to you. Selfish though it may seem, each man has his own dream, and I'm no different, I have mine. So don't try to be more than you are to me now. Being in love would take up too much of my time. Girl, it's my life, and it's me that's gotta live it. Oh, when it's done, I'm the one that's gotta live with it. Girl, there's so much I wanna be, and it's my life, and no one can live my life but me. Girl, it's my life, and the power's in my way. One way's greed and another one's my way. It's my life, it's my when my way grows drear, precious Lord, linger near when my life is almost gone. Hear my cry, hear my call, hold my hand, lest I fall. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, oh I am weak, I am through the night, oh lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on. Just let me stand. I am tired, oh I am weak, I am worn. Yes, I'm on through the storm, through the night. Oh, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. Take my hand, lead me home. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. Take my hand, lead me San Francisco, open your golden gate. You'll let no stranger wait outside your door. Outside your door. San Francisco, here is your wandering one, saying I'll wander no more. Other places only make me love you best. Tell me you're the heart of the golden west. San Francisco, welcome me home again. I'm coming home to go roaming no more. Other places only make me love you best. Tell me you're the heart of the golden
Thank you very much, everybody. Sure enjoyed singing for you tonight. Just keep the right string out and the dog's tied up. I'm coming home.
Then tomorrow, it never comes. No tomorrow, it never comes. When I have you here beside me, then tomorrow it never comes. When I have you here beside me, then tomorrow never
Alrighty, that was Jim Neighbors. One thing I forgot to mention about Jim Neighbors is after he did a lot of that stuff, they gave him his own TV show, the Jim Neighbors Hour. And it was a comedy show. It's pretty funny. Back in the 60s and stuff, there was a lot of variety shows. And Jim Neighbors was one of these guys. I really enjoyed Jim Neighbors as a kid. I grew up watching him. Anyway, we're going to segue into something a little different. We'll start off here with banjo. I didn't see that coming. Here's something a lot of people didn't know, what I think is funny. Even wrote a song about it. Banjos are from Africa. Saxophones are not. Black people play saxophones and white people play banjos. Now, isn't that funny? See, we all like each other. Anyway, this is starting off here with Flat and Scruggs. It's a banjo. I'm Donnie Raging Feather. This is the Audio Orphanage. You can find us at Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, and you can find Pastor Sermons at ddmllc.org. And thank you all for who are watching. Appreciate it. Now, if you don't know, I like to play a lot of different things here. It isn't just one boring thing. We're not just rock. We're not just Christian. There's a whole lot of stuff in the world, and a lot of people like a lot of different things. And I just kind of like a library, and I just want you all to know what stuff is out there, because, most of this stuff, if you go on the internet, you can't find things, It does an algorithm thing, and, if you like banjo, that's all you're going to get. You're not going to get Jim Neighbors, You're not going to get David Meese or Amy Grant, because the algorithm doesn't know you like other stuff. It thinks you only like one thing, Anyway, so we're going to start off with a little banjo here with Flat and Scruggs and some other fellas here like Devin Duke and Jeffrey Null and John Duffy and the Country Gentleman and et cetera and blah, blah, blah. So here we go.
Take me in the love, take me in the love. It will stand a raging storm. Take me in the love, take me in the love. It will fire my spirit home. Now come, little sister, little don't fall asleep. But pray night and day are you thinking? All those mothers are crying so loud. Say, Lord, won't you take us in the fire? Take me in the love, take me in the love. It will stand a raging storm. Take me in the love, take me in the love. It will fire my spirit.
The thunder's rolling in the clouds. They fled to the shipmate for what they had done. They took the dying sailor in the light. Take me in the lap, take me in the lap. It will stand a raging storm. Take me in the lap, take me in the lap. It will drive a spirit home.
Hey, mama, now listen to me. I'm as nervous as can be. I can't stand it anymore. This rock and roll music has got me floored. Woo! Baby, all of the rock and roll blues. I come home each night at 6, and you're back at the same old tricks. All you do is walk the floor, play those records R&R. Woo! Baby, all of the rock and roll blues. You're a hiker's mama with a lot of zip. I'm a broken down daddy and I know I'm whipped. I can't do the things you do. Shark you off for rock and roll too. Woo! Baby, all of the rock and roll blues. You're a hiker's mama with a lot of zip. I'm a broken down daddy and I know I'm whipped. I can't do the things you do. Shark you off for rock and roll too. Woo! Baby, all of the rock and roll blues. Here's your coat and here's your hat. There's the door now, step. Do anything that you wanna do. Rock and roll, mama, through with you. Woo! Baby, all of the rock and roll blues.
In my dear old southern home, I was happy as I could be, where the mockingbird sing at night while you rest in that dear old sunny south by the sea. Oh, the lady, hey, Leo lady. Oh, the lady, oh, Leo lady. Oh, the lady, oh, Leo lady, hey. Goodbye, friends, I'm leaving today. Goodbye, friends, I'm going far away. I'll be happy as I can be near my dear old mother's knee in that little log cabin by the sea. Oh, the lady, hey, Leo lady. Oh, the lady, hey, Leo lady. Oh, the lady, hey, Leo lady, oh. There's my mother and dear old dad. When I left, I know it made them sad. So I'm going back to that dear old shack where I spent my happy days as a lad. Oh, the lady, hey, Leo lady. Oh, the lady, hey, Leo lady. Oh, the lady, oh, Leo lady, hey.
I met a little girl in Knoxville, a town we all know well. And every Sunday evening, out in the hall I dwell, we went to take the evening and walk about a mile from town. I picked the stick up off the ground and knocked that fair girl down. She fell down on her bended knees, for mercy she did cry. Oh, Willie dear, don't kill me, I'm unprepared to die. She never spoke another word, I only beat her more, until the ground around me was clean and her blood did flow. I took her by her golden curls and drugged her round and round, throwing her into the river that flows through Knoxville town. Go down, you Knoxville girl with the dark and roving eyes. Go down, you Knoxville girl, you can never be my bride. I started back to Knoxville, got there about midnight. My mother, she was wearing and woke up in a fright, saying, dear son, what have you done to bloody your clothes so? I told my anxious mother I was bleeding at my nose.
I call for me a candle to light myself to bed. I call for me a handkerchief to bind my aching head. Rolling from my hole, I knew his troubles was for me. Like flames of hell around my head and in my eyes did see. They carried me down to Knoxville and put me in a jail. My friends all tried to get me out, but none could go my bail. I'm here to waste my life away down in this dirty old cell. Because I murdered that Knoxville girl, the girl I love so well.
There's Banjo Boys. All righty. Gonna play a blind fella here. Not me. Here you go. Jose Feliciano. You know, the guy everybody listens to at Christmas time. My son, when he first heard about him, we let him go over to somebody's house after church, and he came back that night. He's like, dude, they showed me this blind guy playing guitar. He was awesome. I go, who was he? He goes, I can't remember his name. It was a funny name. Never heard of it before. I go, Jose Feliciano? He goes, how did you know? Anyway, this is Jose Feliciano's album. Where you can find us on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, ddmllc.org for pastor sermons. And you can find me, myself, and I, and the other guy on Dynamic Dimension Ministries Church on YouTube. Thank you all for watching. Here we go. This is the Audio Orphanage, and I am Donnie Raging Feather. This is Jose Feliciano.
All the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. I went for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. Oh, California dreaming on such a winter's day. I went into a church. I stopped along all the way. Well, I got down on my bended knees and I began to pray. You know the preacher needs a call. He knows I'm gonna stay. She knows when I told him so. Oh, California dreaming on such a winter's day. Well, baby, all the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray. Oh, I went for a walk
on such a winter's day. Dream on, California dreaming, dream on. Oye, mira, yo quiero gozar en California porque yo me siento tan bien. Y por eso yo te quiero porque tú me tratas bien. En California, mira, no seas tan mala nena, no me trates así. Que yo me quiero morir, muchachita, por tu amor, nada más. Oye, no me digas que no, porque yo... Oye, plata mía, baby, California dreaming. It doesn't matter how you say it. All I wanna say is I love California, baby, yeah. I really need a little bit of loving, yeah. California dreaming, oh yeah, California dreaming, California dreaming. You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, hey, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time for hesitation's through. There's no time to wallow in the mire. Darling, we could only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. night's the time for your tears. Your heart may be broken tonight, but remember when the morning rise, don't let the sun catch you crying. The nighttime shadows disappear, and let them go for your tears. For the sunshine will bring joy to every girl and boy's soul. Don't let the sun catch you crying. We know that crying is not a thing. So save your crying for the best. It may be hard to discover that you'll be left for another. But you gotta remember, and if you want it, you can always come here. So don't let the sun catch you crying. Don't let the sun catch you crying. Oh no.
It's Donnie Raging Feather in the Audio Orphanage. You're listening to Jose Feliciano.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places and moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living in my life. I love them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is nobody that compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. I know I'll never lose affection for people and things. Before I know I'll always stop nothing in my life. I love you in my life. I love him more.
Jose Feliciano. I was a guy my kid was was emulating when he was learning to play guitar. I got him started and he really took off. Jose Feliciano, that was awesome. Okay, I'm Donnie Raging Feather, and this is the Audio Orphanage, where we get all these little songs that nobody's remembered and everyone's forgot about, and we want you to adopt them because they're lonely. They're just sitting on my shelf at home. Oh, and a storage unit. All righty, we're going to go here with the Happy Goodmans. They recorded this at the RCA Studios down in Nashville. All right, you can find us on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, and Pastor Sermons at ddmllc.org. Whiz, Batman, I believe that's trademark. Anyway, you can find me at Dynamic Dimension Ministries Church on YouTube. And here we go with the Happy Goodmans. Thanks for watching.
Reach that golden shore. I am never over this world again, not in a million years. Well, time is short, the way is narrow, my heavy thoughts I have to carry, sometimes stumble under my load of care. But then I got a glimpse of the Savior's face. He lets me know he's prepared a place where I'll never, ever, ever, ever toil again. Not in a million years, not in a million years will I ever know sin and sorrow. All is peace and joy in that bright tomorrow. I'm gonna travel no more when I reach that golden shore. I'm gonna never go to this world again, not in a million years. Sooner brother wouldn't be again, for I don't know where the journey might end. Anyway, someday the Lord is gonna call for me. Then I'm gonna lay all the burdens down, pick up a brand new robe and crown, and I'll never get tired of walking streets of gold. Not in a million years, not in a million years will I ever know sin and sorrow. All is peace and joy in that bright tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna travel no more when I reach that golden shore. I'm gonna never go to this world again, not in a million years, not in a million years will I ever know sin and sorrow. All in peace and joy in that bright tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna travel no more when I reach that golden shore. I'm gonna never go to this world again, not in a million years. I'm gonna never go to this world again, not in a million years.
In that land across the sea, there's a job for you and me. Though our presence there may not be found, we must stay each night and day on the battle line and pray. We must never lay our hands down. We don't
Have to be a soldier in a uniform. Be a service soul of while the boys so bravely stand with the weapon in my hand. Trust and use the weapon of prayer.
Many thousand miles away, someone shed their precious blood today. With a heart so true and brave, they've gone there to fight a war that's yours, mine. So let us join in this battle line. Let's play and use a weapon that'll save all of our lives. The weapon is
Have to be a soldier in a uniform. Be a serving soul. While the boys so bravely stand, with the weapon laid my hand, trust and use the weapon of praise. Born again, free from sin, I'm happy night and day. Makes me shout, there's no doubt, I know I'm born again. Satan tells me that I only thought I got saved. He tells me what a fool I've been. But when my mind goes back to that old place where I prayed, I know that I've been born again. Born again, freed from sin, I'm happy night and day. Makes me shout, there's no doubt, I know I'm born again. Many times along the way, my faith has grown weak when burdens seem to rise on every hand. But when I steal away in prayer, He answers my plea. By every need He understands. Born again, free from sin, I'm happy night and day. Makes me shout, there's no doubt, I know I'm born again. Oh, born again, and I'm free from sin. I'm happy night and day. For it makes me shout, and there's no doubt, I know I'm born again. I know I'm born again. Years of time are swiftly passing. Nearer heaven goes. Soon I'll be at home with Jesus. While eternal ages roll. Oh, how precious is the promise, and with gladness fills my soul. I shall be at home with Jesus.
After the last farewells are spoken, I shall meet dear ones I've known in the presence of my Savior. When we stand before His throne, oh, how precious is the promise that with gladness fills my soul. I shall be at home with Jesus. While eternal ages roll. I'm a poor rich man. I'm a poor rich man. Oh, you see, it really happened to me. I'm a millionaire. I know that I'm poor, but I got a lot more than many rich folks that I know. I've got a home in the sky that money didn't buy. I'm a poor rich man. We usually judge a man by the clothes he wears or the car he's riding in. And you can usually tell if he's doing very well by the house he's living in. But I am here to say it don't work that way with everybody I know, because I just got acquainted with some poor rich folks a little while ago. I'm a poor rich man. I'm a poor rich man. Oh, you see, it really happened to me. I'm a millionaire. I know that I'm poor, but I've got a lot more than many rich folks that I know. I've got a home in the sky that money didn't buy. I'm a poor rich man. When a man is rich with this world's good, he's usually got a lot of friends. And they all want to try to live so high when they know that it's a sin. But even if I could, I don't believe I would want the riches of this old world. And when it's time to go, I'll be glad to know that I'm a poor, poor rich man. I'm a poor rich man. I'm a poor rich man. Oh, you see, it really happened to me. I'm a millionaire. I know that I'm poor, but I've got a lot more than many rich folks that I know. I've got a home in the sky that money didn't buy. I'm a poor rich man. Oh, I'm a poor rich man. I'm a poor rich man. Oh, you see, it really happened to me. I'm a millionaire. I know that I'm poor, but I've got a lot more than many
many rich folks that I know. I've got a home in the sky that money didn't buy. I'm a poor rich man because I'm a poor rich man. I know that I'm a poor rich man. I'm a poor rich man.
That's the happy good ones. Yes, sir, Bob. I like the Happy Goodmans. He got a lot of good stuff. I like Rusty Goodman too. Okay. We'll play Rusty Goodman later. But right now, we're going to go to a guy I ain't heard much of in a long time. Back in the early 80s, he had a couple of hits, and I really liked these songs. The leader of the band and Run for the Roses, I understood he did these for his father. But this is Dan Fogelberg. Or you can find us on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook, and Pastor Sermon at ddmloc.org. And you can find me on Dynamic Dimension Ministries Church at YouTube. And we'll continue here with Dan Fogelberg. We're going to close out here 9 o'clock tomorrow. I hope to be in here at the. Well, I was always here at time. I just don't understand technology. I can rebuild engines and transmissions and carburetors from old cars, but when it comes to technology, it's hard to believe I'm a professional photographer and I still don't understand f-stops. I'm no good at it. There's my picture. I take it. Somehow it never sticks in my mind. I'm no good at puzzles, but I can build lots of models. Okay, this is Dan Fogelberg. I'm going to skip over here. We're going to play these last couple songs here, and we'll be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. to 9 o'clock. And hopefully I can figure all this stuff out. They've simplified it for me, so it's idiot-proof this time. Because once something goes wrong, I have no clue. I'm Donnie Raging Feather, and this is the Audio Orphanage, and you're listening to Dan Fogelberg now. That's the end of that song because I didn't get it in the right spot.
And raised in the trees of western Kentucky on wobbling knees, with Mama beside you to help you along. You'll soon be growing up strong. All along lazy mornings in pastures of green, the sun on your withers, the wind in your mane, will prepare you for what lies ahead. The run for the roses so red. And it's right for the roses as fast as you can. Your pain is delivered, your moments at hand. It's the chance of a lifetime, with a lifetime of chance. And it's high time you joined in the dance. It's high time you joined in the dance. From sire to sire, it's born in the blood. The fire of a mare and the strength of his love.
silent. It's the chance of a lifetime. Living life down the chance. It's high time you joined in the band. It's high time you joined in the band. Only child alone and wild, a cabinet maker's son. His hands were meant for different work, and his heart was known to none. He left his home and went his lone and solitary way, and he gave to me a gift I know I never can repay. Quiet man of music, denied a simpler fate. He tried to be a soldier once, but his music wouldn't wait. He earned his love through discipline, a thundering velvet hand. His gentle means of sculpting souls took me years to understand. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument and his song is in my soul. My life has been a poor attempt to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band. Brothers' lives were different, for they heard another call. One went to Chicago, and the other to St. Paul. And I'm in Colorado when I'm not in some hotel, living out this life I've chose and come to know so well. I thank you for the music and your stories of the road. I thank you for the freedom when it came my time to go. I thank you for the kindness and the times when you got tough. And Papa, I don't think I said I love you near enough. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument and his song is in my soul. My life has been a poor attempt to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band. I am a living legacy to the leader of the band.
I love that song. That's Dan Fogelberg, leader of the band. All righty now. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Well, this ended off with a little more of that song. Bye-bye.
My brother's lives were different.
Donnie Ridge and
They
Feather, the
heard
Audio
another
Orphanage.
call. One went to Chicago and the other to St. Paul. And I'm in Colorado when I'm not in some hotel, living out this life I've chose and come to know so well. I thank you for the music and your stories of the road. I thank you for the freedom when it came my time to go. I thank you for the kindness and the times when you got tough. And Papa, I don't think I said I love you near enough. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument and his song is in my soul. My life has been a poor attempt to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band. I am a living legacy to the leader